So good afternoon. This is a video relating to the government's shock announcement last night. 10 o'clock last night, statement released saying that estate agents are safe to return to work or something along those lines. Madness. Across the forums last night, estate agents, there was a lot of debate going on. A couple of these groups have got 2,000-3,000 estate agents in, and I don't think there was any who said that we were safe to return to work. It seems a little bit mad considering, one, we're not allowed to go for a haircut or to see our family, hence I've got a Santa Claus look, but we're allowed to show strangers around another person's house and then view a series of houses. Is that not going to risk the infection transmitting to other people? It doesn't seem a very well thought out plan. I think partly the decisions behind this is they're saying that there's 450,000 home moves that are being held up, and that's a combined income of £83 billion according to Zoopla. But importantly within that, from Rishi Sunak's point, he's going to be thinking of all the stamp duty money that he's going to earn there and how that's going to help him with all these measures that he's implemented for individuals, for businesses, to keep people from visiting the job centre and actually businesses actually open. So bit mixed feelings, really keen to go back to work as you can imagine, and my clients really want to sell their homes still. They all still want to buy. A lot of our tenants still want to move. Our landlords still want to rent their properties out, but is now the right time to be doing it if the property's not empty and the move's not essential? I'm not so sure. When the death rate is still in the hundreds, then, from my side, serious questions have to be answered. 13% of the gross domestic product, I think that's another reason. Housing is a massive contribution towards our economy and in its well-being. And I think the ripple effect, you get mortgage advisors earning money, you have removal men, you have tradesmen going into home because you've just moved and you need work done. So the ripple effect is it is going to help a lot of businesses by reopening, but just seems potentially a little bit too quick for my liking. And I think it's something that all the other agents have shared. In terms of clients, nobody's rang us and said when you're reopening, so I think from your side, the clients and people who are interested in property, I don't think anybody's really ready to go out there and physically view properties other than essential shopping and my exercise. I haven't been looking online to buy properties. It's not the right time, I don't think. I think we need at least another 3-4 weeks of bringing the death toll down and the number of infected before we even consider opening our doors. But if we get to the point where we are going to be opening, I think the way that we do it is, in terms of viewings, any viewing that takes place will only take place physically if that person's gone on and viewed a video tour, or we've done a video call with them and showed them around. In terms of the valuations, the same approach. We'll only physically visit a property if we've carried out a video valuation, just to confirm figures, to take photographs, and only when absolutely necessary. We need to reduce the need for human contact as much as possible. In terms of our offices, we've already have a plan in place for spacing out of the desks. We've arranged an order of PPE, personal protective equipment for the staff. We've looked into perspex separation between desks. So again, making sure this infection doesn't spread. And I just think people going into other people's houses, people you don't know, and there's chances you're going to touch items in that house. There's something a little bit wrong with it. I think it's definitely a little bit too soon from my side, but bittersweet. As much as we want to get back to work and sell houses and rent them, I also want to keep my own friends, family, colleagues, staff, clients. I want to keep you all guys happy and safe. And I think it's something that I think is very I think it's very divided. It's a strange thing. So I think in terms of where we go from here, I think, we'll continue to follow the government's advice. There's plenty of it gone out there, it's the usual wash your hands, wear PPE, all that sort of stuff that we've heard a couple of times already now. I don't think we're ready to reopen. I think when we do reopen, it's going to be a phased reopening, so certain staff will come back first, and then others will follow. We are still answering all our phones, all the emails are being answered. There's no leads being lost. We're lining a lot of people up to view properties when it's safe, a little bit safer to do so. And most people are ringing us are saying, can you put me on the list to view that property when I'm able to? The phones haven't rang today as much as I half expected. I thought because of that announcement last night it would cause a lot of confusion and the phones would be going absolutely mental today, but that hasn't happened. So buyers aren't wanting to view houses, tenants aren't wanting to view houses unless it's absolutely essential. The only people we're getting who really must view houses are key workers, essential workers, people coming up here to work in the hospitals, soldiers whose bases have closed, things along those lines. But I think we'll just have to play it by ear. I'm very interested to hear, do you guys and ladies out there think that estate agents should be open? Do you think it's safe for us to be sending people to view your houses? Please comment. I'd love for this to turn into a debate and hear what people think. Please like, share, comment on this, subscribe to our YouTube page. But more than anything else, just please stay safe, follow the advice that we're being given, and look after yourselves.